Hello everyone, how's your week been? Back to school for a lot of you, I expect. New teachers, new subjects to think about, new adventures. Time to put the past behind us and get on with the here and now, and lots of new things to be thinking about and doing. Our theme this week is listening to the song of your heart. Now, before I go on and explain a little bit more about what we mean by that, I want to remind you about one of the lovely stories in the Gospels. It was when some parents wanted to take their children to see Jesus, and they were doing that, but some of his disciples thought, we don't think he's got time for these children, and were telling the parents to take them away. And when Jesus discovered what was happening, he said, no, do not send the children away, because the kingdom of God is for children. You can't understand what the kingdom of God is all about unless you understand what life is like for children, or words to that effect anyway. And so the parents took the children to Jesus, and he spent time with them and blessed them because he was interested in them. Perhaps he had nice conversations with them and found out what kind of things they were interested in. So, what does it mean to listen to the song of your heart? Do you think it means listening to the kinds of things that are important to you, the things that you want to do, the things that you might like to try sometime or get better at? I wonder. We have got a really good activity for you today with Marilyn. It's called a vision board, and she'll explain a bit more about that when it's time to see that. But before that, we've got rather a nice song for you. And I want to read the words of the song before you listen to it, because it really is all about finding out what your purpose in life is. So these are the words. There are times when you might feel aimless. You can't see the places where you belong, but you will find that there is a purpose. It's been there within you all along. And when you're near it, you can almost hear it. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening. And pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies in each one of us. It's glorious. And you will know how to let it ring out as you discover who you are. Others around you will start to wake up to the sounds that are in their hearts. It's so amazing what we're all creating. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies in each one of us. It's glorious. And as you feel the notes build higher, you will feel it is like a symphony. Just keep listening. There are melodies in each one of us. So I hope you enjoy listening to the song and thinking about the pictures, and then really enjoy the activity with Marilyn. Bye-bye for now.
There are times when you might feel aimless. You can't see the places where you belong.
But you will find that there is a purpose. It's been there within you all along.
And when you're near it, you can almost hear it.
It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies. Each one of us. Oh, it's glorious.
You will know how to let it ring out
what we're all creating.
It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies. Each one of us. Oh, it's glorious. Glorious, glorious, glorious.
That you feel the notes build higher. You will see.
It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part.
Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies. Each one of us. Oh, it's glorious.
Hello. Thank you, Sally, for those beautiful words of the song and the music. All over the summer, we've been looking at alternative futures for our world as we come out of the pandemic. But what about you as you go back to school? You may have realised how hard you're going to have to work to achieve your ambitions, retraining to join the football or netball teams, getting used to singing in a choir again, or just settling down to study hard to achieve your dreams. To keep you on track and inspire you, have you ever thought of making a vision board? So to make a vision board, you need a sheet of cardboard. I've got some ordinary craft card here. That's the back of an old sketchbook, and this is some recycled paper. You could use anything like that. Scissors, glue, and some images from magazines, newspapers, or printed off the internet that represent your ambitions. And then you just stick them on the board and decorate it if you want to. Now I have a pile of examples here. I have a footballer, an author, and an artist. Those may be things that you will want to do when you in the future. And there's some others here as well. But what is your heart telling you to aim for further? Now there is a phrase called in your heart of hearts, and it refers to that inner voice that tells you when you're doing something right or wrong, or that you could be doing something more. So let's look at the pictures again as I stick them on the board. The footballer is Marcus Rashford, who used his fame to promote and advertise the fact that the government was going to stop offering free school meals to children who needed them during the summer holidays. And he persuaded the government to make a U-turn, and the children continued to receive the meals. He is rich and famous and could have ignored this issue, but his heart told him to speak up. He now works with FareShare, which continues to provide food and necessities for poorer families. So he's going onto my vision board. Right, now the author, as you may have recognised, is J.K. Rowling, fabulously rich and successful, who has used her fortune to set up charitable trusts, to fund medical research, and she herself promotes freedom of speech by speaking up to protect vulnerable young people. She could be just enjoying her wealth, but her heart has told her to share it, and she speaks out bravely. So she's going on the board. Now the artist is Leonardo da Vinci, the Renaissance man, who was forever curious. His heart told him to discover, invent, and to take knowledge further. Some of his anatomy drawings, drawn over 500 years ago, are now being proved accurate by 5D photography today. So, another inspiring man who went further than just being an artist. So let's stick on some other pictures. We have a drawing of the effects of global warming on the environment. Here we have the factories polluting the atmosphere, and here we have an idyllic scene of nature. So is this a picture that I'm putting on because I want to be an artist, or is it because I want to do my bit about preventing global warming and to protect the earth for future generations? Let's put that one on. And then we have a globe with lots of different famous buildings poking out of it. There's the Big Ben, Eiffel Tower. Now, is this representing an ambition to travel? Or is it more an ambition to help different nations work together and to promote racial harmony? It could be either. It's whatever your heart tells you. Here we have a silhouette of a university, and there we are. That's to, let's put it that side. And this could represent the ambition to take your education as far as you can. But what will your heart tell you to learn there and to do with all that learning for the good of others? And finally, I've got a picture which is just representing the benefits of friendship. Life is better with friends. Nobody wants to be alone. And perhaps this is a good reminder to tell your heart that be kind and considerate with your friends, and life will be better for you too. So let's tuck that in there. Now, I've only roughly stuck these pictures on. And you can do a lot better, and we need to write a heading on it too. Then if you want to decorate it, as you see, I've got a few random stickers. So I could put some smiley faces on here to show that I like what J.K. Rowling is doing with her wealth, and the fact that she's not afraid to speak up, that Leonardo da Vinci was such a great inventor, so I'll give him a few stars. Perhaps we'll all go out and invent the vaccine for the coronavirus, though this is actually a silhouette of Oxford University where they are developing the vaccine, so perhaps they should have a few stars too. And I'm going to put a heart by Marcus Rashford, because what an inspiring young man he is. He came from a poor background. He didn't forget his roots, and he's working hard now to improve life for children who are living the sort of life he used to live. And then I'm going to put on some hands praying, because to achieve these deeper ambitions, to listen to the song of our hearts, it's going to be difficult, and we need prayer and the support of God to follow that song. So, I hope you enjoy making your own vision board and that you can find images that have got a deeper meaning for you as well. See you next week perhaps. Bye-bye.